recording a record, it's kind of a big deal.
Hi, I'm Priscilla. Priscilla Rocks, the UK's #1 recording studio, and this was me over a year ago after I announced my new album, which was then put on hold for the even greater Antidote News, which was a positive news show that I'm very proud of. I worked on it for several days before I realised that I was just having this emptiness inside of me, and it was because I wasn't working on my album. So I quit, and I went away. I walked away from the fame because I knew that this needed to get done. And I didn't re-emerge for months until I got invited to this gala, little deaf children, and I said I'm going to go for just a little while, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get right back to work. And I didn't even drink anything. It was a great night, but I left. I said I got to get back home, and when I got home, my studio, something was very, very wrong. The door was open, light was shining through, there was a big hole in the wall, and I thought that I had been robbed, and it was the most terrifying 20 seconds of my life as I ran in there to make sure that no one stole my files, because I was terrified I was going to get leaked on the internet. But all my instruments were there, Reginald and Henrik were there, everything was still okay. And I looked around and I found a letter from my landlord, and Elton John. He told me that he came and realised that termites had eaten into the wood, and he had to demolish the shed, and he needed me to get out, and he had been trying to get in touch with me, but I was away at the gala, of course, and he needed me to get out before it collapsed on me. So he wanted me to live with him, of course, but I didn't want to be a bother, and he didn't really have much room, so I held it together pretty well. I packed everything into a bag. I thought about who I could contact, but I didn't want to bother anyone, and it was just all going to be a big distraction for me and my album, which needed to get done. So I grabbed my things, put on a happy face, and I took off onto the road to nowhere. That's a Talking Heads reference. Worked with them, very nice people.
So basically I've been living in the wilderness for, the past 8 months. Honestly, it's been really amazing, This is just what I needed to continue finding inspiration for my album. I get up every morning and I meditate. Namaste. I found this tent back here on the side of the road on the garbage route one morning when I ventured into town, and I turned it into my new studio. As you can see, there's a Priscilla Rock sign on it because I wasn't about to leave that on that dirty old shed. No. But the acoustics in there are just amazing, and every time I'm in there, it just brings me complete joy. Miss my friends. And I miss my studio. Where has it gone? I haven't seen anyone in so long. It's just bringing me a lot of happiness. I found a lot of tools when I cleaned out my studio that I hadn't been utilizing. One of the many things that I found that I hadn't been utilizing when I cleaned out my studio was this. It's called an ocarina. Sting gave it to me when he visited India. Here's a little soulful song for you. I still have my keyboard, of course, and I still have Reginald, and I still have Henrik, my mice maracas, but unfortunately the maraca pot about a year ago got met with some grain moths, and they just kind of ate all of the little maraca rice right out of it. So I've been having a really hard time finding new rice at a reasonable price, because I don't need that much for my mice. That's the song I'm working on. You caught me. But anyway, the Asian people just really don't enjoy when you approach them on the street to ask if they have any rice. I don't blame them. I'm sure that they've had a really hard time, and I'm sure they're very tired because they're tiny feet, you know. But there's lots of bugs. That's a problem. But I am writing a song about that. There's a little bug living in my tent. Do I ask him to pay some rent? I don't know where he's from. He hasn't given a name, but somehow we're keeping each other sane. Little bug, can you bring me home a rug? Little bug, I love you, my little thug. That's what you call him if he steals something, unless he's white, because the whites in this country are privileged. They don't really have to fight to live now. Bug, little bug, can you bring me a rug? Doesn't have to be really big. We can widen it with a tug. Now my spider friend, he has 8 legs. My little bug has 6. But his brother, whose name Thomas, has 5 because he's sick and can't afford health care in this country. US of A. I tell him we don't live there, but we'll get there one day. And then he says, hey, Priscilla, where do we live anyway? And I say, well, Tommy, we're in the UK. Have some tea. That's my favourite song that I'm looking forward to really recording and putting on the album about my little bug friends. The only one I don't really like is Mosquito, but he don't come around too much. Likes me on my knee, you know. It already hurts. I think he knows that. Unfortunately, we're approaching rainy season. The tent, I found out, not waterproof. Do I mind the rain? No. I think that water is good to wash away any poor songwriting choices you may be making. But my knees don't enjoy weather changes. But I have my medicine right here that my doctor gave me, so that's been helping me a lot. Does it get lonely? Yeah. But, you know, I venture into town at least once a week just to re-assimilate myself, make sure I'm still keeping up with the kids. It is a 3-hour walk, which is kind of a bummer, but, you know, if you're thirsty enough. Remember when things were great? I always had food on my plate. Then the termites came be honest, I've been out here for so long that it's kind of, I'm wearing out my welcome, you know. I'm a social person. I really thrive on socialization, and while my album is being helped by the isolation, I think the other half should be about my association with the people of the world, because I really want to bring people together, you know. So I've been thinking about leaving. Where am I going to go? I don't know. But you know, I'm still young. The world is still an oyster that I have yet to conquer. And I think I'm going to find my way, you know. And I'm just going to go wherever the wind takes me. And there is a lot of wind right now. And it's getting cloudy. It's probably going to rain. The road's wide open. As Tom Petty wrote about a lot. He likes roads a lot, that man. That's all he ever wants to talk about. Which is fine, you know. I talk about mice a lot because I really love my little mice. But I think it's all going to work out for me. I'm ready for the world to see Priscilla, not as a famous #1 producer in the UK, but as the girl who brought back rock and roll. Help me out here, help me out here. I want to go to my studio, but termites came and now it blows. Walmart, it owns it. Walmart don't care. Check out on aisle 8 and do your hair with their products. With their products. Gentrification nation. Gentrification nation. Priscilla can't take no vacation. Capitalism destroys my grism. That's not a word, but in my world it is. I call that one gentrification or gentrification nation. If you're into that kind of unity of forming a civilization based off of the world that we live in.